It's Wednesday, May 20th, in Hastings, and the day begins with a quiet sunrise over the calm, wide waters of the Mississippi. This temperature curve shows a crisp start at 41 degrees, but the sun is working toward a comfortable peak of 64 by midday. It's the kind of spring morning that invites a "do I really need a jacket" debate on the way to coffee or a walk downtown. But beyond the weather, today acts as a historical time capsule, connecting our local geography to a series of global milestones. The Mississippi River at Levee Park today is a quiet neighbor, but it also serves as a constant thread between this morning's walk and the movement of the figures who defined the American landscape. Before Charles Lindbergh became a global icon of aviation, he was a Minnesota kid, raised just upriver from here in Little Falls. On May 20th, 1927, he took off in the spirit of St. Louis to attempt the first solo nonstop flight across the Atlantic. For a Hastings resident, that world-changing flight is linked to home by the shared proximity of the river. The same water passing the riverfront today shares a direct lineage with the boyhood home of the pilot who proved an ocean could be crossed by air. On May 20th, 1862, the focus shifted from the river to the ground itself when President Abraham Lincoln signed the Homestead Act. This diagram shows the law's mechanic. It opened millions of acres of surveyed public land to any citizen willing to claim a stake. It wasn't a simple giveaway. To keep the land, settlers had to live on it for years and physically improve it through farming and construction. This single law became the primary engine for Western settlement, turning open prairie into a network of agricultural communities across the country. While river towns like Hastings grew through commerce, the surrounding countryside was reshaped by this policy, creating the agricultural grid that remains the region's backbone today. Improving that land was grueling work, and it required a uniform that wouldn't fall apart under the stress of daily labor. On May 20th, 1873, the birthday of blue jeans, Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis received a patent for a specific engineering fix. Patent number 139121 was for the use of small metal rivets at high stress points, like pocket corners, to prevent tearing. This small reinforcement turned raw denim into a global standard for durability, creating the most familiar piece of clothing in the world. It's an irony of the frontier that a tough 19th century tool is now the casual, comfortable choice for a light afternoon of yard work. History isn't just a collection of dates on a calendar. It is the physical environment we walk through every day. Today, you can wear jeans patented on this day while walking through a landscape shaped by the homesteaders of 1862, all within sight of the river that raised a May 20th aviation legend. So, as you head out, take a light jacket for the cool morning, but keep your sunglasses handy for the sunny 64-degree afternoon. Step outside and appreciate the hidden history of May 20th. Share this daily brief with a neighbor or subscribe to Hastings Now for more.